in fact.
You should start with him.
Let me be very clear. The record I have as Attorney General and Governor speaks directly to what I will do as Controller in terms of diversity. When I was Attorney General, we built the best law firm in the nation, and probably kept Baker and Hostetler busy for some period of time, because the cases we brought were creative, were groundbreaking, were innovative, transformed the law when it came to the capital markets. We're way ahead of the curve in terms of the capital markets, whether it was the insurance sector, the mutual fund sector, the analyst settlement that was viewed as being the most fundamental reform on Wall Street 10 years ago. Any one of those was not just a data point, but was defining an arc of structural problems on Wall Street that needed to be reformed to avert the crisis we got in 2008. And that is what we did, and we did it because we built the law firm that was the best law firm in the nation, not because we could pay the most, but because I recruited the best lawyers. They were diverse, based upon both race and gender, and I got the best talent, and I got the most creative minds. That's the record. Same thing I did when I was governor. If you look at the folks who were up there in Albany with me, whether it was the health department, the budget department, every agency head, they were the best, they were diverse, they were creative, from the environmental area to the labor department, on and on down every one. So the record is there to prove not only that I talked about this in the campaign in 1998, 1999, to make this more tangible. We were ahead of the curve on stop and frisk. The single best non-judicial report on stop and frisk in 1999 out of my office. Delta Finance, first subprime case in 1999. We began that series of investigations saying this will metastasize into an economic crisis. We were ahead of the curve on issue after issue. I was the only statewide candidate in 06, as far back as 98, to be for same-sex marriage. So if you look at the issues where things have been tough, immigration rights, you may remember the battle over driver's licenses for undocumented immigrants. I was standing alone at the end of that battle. We didn't win, but I was standing there taking the right position. I've taken the courageous positions, not because they were easy or popular, but because they were right, and we won the vast majority of them. I could not be prouder. Education reform. Everybody acknowledged that the budget we passed in 07 with the legislature completely redid the way education dollars were allocated in the state of New York, breaking what had been the Albany ritual of shares, which was an allocation based upon a political deal from years past that shorted New York City. New York City got $1.76 billion incrementally.
If I may, Mr. Spitzer, if I may, because
sure.